Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back for another episode of Overkill Trading. What a better way to start off this video than with a buy signal from the trading indicator that we use here on this channel. We got one popping off here on Filecoin. It says you right here, File is showing a green dot on the weekly chart. So for those of you that don't know, these are actually also called out over here inside our Discord. So you could see, boom, they got the signal over there in the Discord. You guys can join that right now by clicking the link in the description or somewhere pinned in the comments section. You can get over here in the Discord and be a part of it. But you're seeing right here, this is a signal to buy. This is a great looking pattern. We're sitting right on the 50-week moving average as of right now on Filecoin. File is one of those names that's been in a very long downtrend. You can identify that by seeing that, yes, we were down below that 50-week moving average. The 50-week moving average is our blue line on our charts. This is the average price of the year. So if you take 50 weeks, right, there's about 52 weeks in a year. The 50-week EMA is the 50-week average. Therefore, we just call it the yearly average price. So when we want to buy is when we break up above it and pull back into it. And you're seeing that right here on Filecoin. This is an excellent setup here, guys. And boom, it's giving you the signal here. So today we're going to scan through these charts, and we're also going to hit some chart requests over here from our members inside the Discord as well. Appreciate everybody hopping on today, and I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Let's go ahead and dig in to some of these charts, and I'm real excited to see what today has in store for us. Shout out to the Spartan Army, baby. Let's get it. Okay, so Filecoin, again, this is a nice reversal level. Let's go ahead and actually add this to the looking to buy list here. So that's going on our purple list, which is the list we're going to be covering today. The purple list is the names we are either holding or we are looking to buy. So if it's in my portfolio section, these are names I'm currently holding, and these are names I'm looking to buy. I'm fully transparent with you guys on this, so I don't want to hide anything from you. Or I'm not trying to pump anything. I'm just going off a technical analysis, what I'm teaching here on the rules. So if you guys don't know the trading rules, let's go over them real quick, okay, because I want you to understand these before we go ahead and hit the chart so you guys know what I'm talking about. So first things first, we're not day traders. Okay, I know you see the guys on Instagram and on Twitter, and they got the Lambos and all the cool stuff, and they call themselves day traders, folks. We're not trading any other chart but the weekly chart. Okay, that is rule number one on this channel. We are weekly chart traders. So we do that because a lot of us have big boy jobs, and we don't want to sit in front of our computer all day for 8 hours a day and make a bunch of trades, right? We're making trades based on months to years. Typically, our time frame is anywhere from one month to 3 months. Okay, those are the swings we're looking for. Okay, so we're looking to attack about, anywhere from 3 to 6 times a year. Okay, we're looking to make trades. We're not making a bunch of trades. We're not making a million trades. We're trading a weekly chart. Okay, so each one of these bars is 1 week's worth of price action. So our typical trades range from anywhere from 50% gains all the way up to 4 or 5. We've had some 500. We've had some 10X's called out over here on this channel. We never try to time the top or the bottom. We're simply just using a set of rules and sticking to them. So if you don't have a set of trading rules, you can start with these, or I highly recommend coming up with your own, because if you don't have a plan, you're going to get crushed. 90% of traders lose, and there's a reason for that. A lot of people are unprepared, and they don't have a plan going in and a plan to exit as well. So we'll talk about that here in just a second. So rule number one, again, we're trading a weekly chart. Okay, this is the chart we're trading. We're looking for entries and exits based off our indicator. Okay, rule number two is the 50-week moving average. I talked about that here at the beginning. That is that blue line. So look at Bitcoin here. Okay, we don't want to buy Bitcoin when it's below the 50. Why is that? Can someone tell me? Comment section, chat, somebody tell me. Why don't we want to buy when the price is trending below the 50-week moving average? Can somebody tell me? Okay. Can somebody tell me why we don't want to trade when that is below the 50-week? That's right. Okay, that's right. You got it. Okay, 50-week moving average will tell you the trend. If we're below it and we're buying, we're trading against the trend. So as traders, we want to trade when it's above the trend. You can see Bitcoin broke out of it right back here in 2023. Okay, there was the breakout over it after about a year or 2 years of going down, right? If you were buying Bitcoin throughout this time, okay, you had the wrong idea, because, again, you were trading against the trend. You bought there, you got crushed. You bought there, you got crushed. You bought there, you got crushed. Okay, now, okay, we had this breakout over it, and what did we get? A pullback into it, okay, and then a rip. And then what we get again? Boom, pull back into it, and then what we get again? Rip. And now we're just doing the rip ski. So we broke out of the trend truly back here on the weekly chart back in June. We did call the bottom on Bitcoin back here in January when that green dot came down there on the trading indicator. Okay, it also told you the bottom of the last bear market down there in 2019, and it's called both tops. Okay, it called the top back here in 2018. That was the top. You can see that right there. Okay, you can see that. That was the top. Bang. Sold off. That was the bottom. Okay, came back up here. That was the top. Okay, there was the bottom, and rinse and repeat. So we're getting back up here on Bitcoin. I think this thing's going to run up into its halving, which is coming up here in April. I think that's going to be a sell the news event, maybe a place to take profits. But Bitcoin's just absolutely breaking out right now, looking real good. We got the buy signal. That was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago that came. Boom. There's the breakout over 50. It's, folks, this is like a massive breakout. Like there's nothing holding Bitcoin back from going all the way to 70 here. I mean, you look at that. That was the top of the last bull market. We ain't got much further to go. 69 was actually the top there, but you can see the stochastic RSI down here, that blue RSI line. Okay, this is called the stochastic RSI. And if you guys don't have the trading indicator, you can come over here and get it yourself. Okay, it does cost money. You have to buy it, and you can import it into your trading view account. If you don't have a trading view account, you can come down here to the trading apps tab, and you can start your trading view account right here. So all the resources and everything you guys need to be a better trader is over here in the Discord. If you didn't know, if you're watching this, you're not in the Discord, you're just an amateur trader, in my opinion. You're missing out on a ton of value over there, and it's free to join. And yes, we do have a paid version, which I'll go over here in a little bit. But man, this thing, Bitcoin, looks like it's going right back to all-time highs, and we'll see what happens when we hit 69. I mean, there's people saying 180K. What are your guys' predictions? I mean, what do you think Bitcoin's going to top out? I'm looking at a lot more room to go here. So our sell, right? Our sell, let me go back to the rules here. Our sell target is always when the stochastic is up here at 100. So just like you could see down here, it's on the ground. You see that stochastic on the ground right there? Okay. When it's on the ground, that's when we want to buy, because that's when the price has had a big pullback, right? Momentum's been overdone to the downside. So we like to sell when the momentum's overdone to the upside. So again, we'd be selling right in this area up here, somewhere in there. Okay, what happened? It pulled back. Boom, gave us the dot. There's the reversal again. So now, let's wait to see where Bitcoin, I mean, people are freaking out about a 2% pullback today. I don't know what's going on. Today's February 17th, by the way. This is being recorded. Let me know if you guys are watching. I want to know who's in the Discord, who's watching these videos down in the comments section, in the live chat. What do we got going on? Okay, let me know what your guys' Bitcoin predictions are here. I think we're definitely going to break 60. I think we could probably find some resistance at 80 to 100. Okay, that's probably going to be the place where we end up topping. But as of right now, I'm fully bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, everything's pointing up. We got a green dot, stochastic's pointing straight up. I'd be buying red days like this, folks. I mean, as long as the last dot is green, we're going up. It's as simple as that, which brings me to rule number 3 and 4. Okay, we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. I don't typically wait to sell for the red dot. I like to anticipate the red dots, okay, because the whole goal is to follow our cheat sheet over here as well. Okay, you can see we got a chart here, okay? And again, the whole goal is to sell the greed, right? We want to sell before. It says don't wait for this. You want to sell the greed. So when people tend to start getting really excited, right, is when it's up in here. Okay, we don't want to buy when everyone's excited up at 40, 45K, right? Because our risk is too high. Okay, we pay attention to the 50-week. When it pulls back into the 50-week, that yearly moving average, and get a bounce like it did there and right there, okay, that's money, dude. I mean, that's a beautiful bounce off the 50-week. Because right now, if you're buying Bitcoin, okay, you're buying it at what, 51K if you were to enter today, which, I mean, I'd definitely be setting up a trade here, but I would be using a stop loss for sure. But we're 30% off the average right now. So right now, if you were to want to buy milk, you'd be going to the store and you'd be buying milk 30% higher than the average price, if that makes sense. So relating that to stocks and crypto, think about that. Okay, so how I'd play this is I'd use a stop loss right around, well, I'd probably move it all the way up there to 43 now if you want to trade, if you want to capitalize on this trade. I mean, that's a $7,000 risk on this candle, about a 10% candle, 10% loss. So you can manage your risk like that. It has to hold 43. But folks, I mean, there's nothing holding this back from going, back to at least all-time highs. Maybe we hit 90 or so. I think April is going to be a time to maybe take some profits. Okay, right around April, that's also going to be when the halving is. So you guys don't know what the Bitcoin halving is, go watch some YouTube videos on the Bitcoin halving. Pretty much, in short, it's the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined gets cut in half. So if you think about, there can only ever be 21 million of them. Okay, only 21 million could ever exist. Okay, there cannot be more printed. Like the dollar bill, you know how they just keep printing it? Well, there can only ever be 21 million in existence. So they're still being mined right now, but once they're all mined, they can't be mined anymore, if that makes sense. Okay. And the amount that can be mined goes down by half every year. So if there could be 10 mined a year last year, there can only be 5 mined this year. And that happens every 4 years. And typically what we've seen, the last halving was around, it was around 2020, somewhere in this area. I believe it was like right here in December, or I can't remember the exact date, but typically what has been seen in the past is the markets rally for about a year to 2 years after the Bitcoin halving happens. So, I mean, we're right on cue here for what's going on. We're actually ahead. We're actually ahead of the game right now. And folks, it's just a real interesting time to be an investor. I'm really excited, you know, to be a part of this. I'm really excited to have you guys in the community and all of us just being able to capitalize on this together. I mean, this is absolutely wild where we are sitting at in the economic spectrum. And I think this year and next year is going to be a real good year, and that's what the charts are pricing in right now. There's always the black swan event of World War III happening or something crazy like COVID happening. That's always a risk, but we're always using a stop loss, which brings me into rule number. Where were we at here? Rule number 6. So I skip 5. Don't be greedy. Like that's just don't be greedy. If you got profits, you need to take profits. Okay, you don't want to hold through 50% dips. Okay, and use a stop loss. Using a stop loss, meaning if we're playing this green dot right here, okay, our true stop loss is at the bottom of the green dot. Okay, so the green dot came on this candle, so it's around 41. And you can move it up as the weeks go on. Just continue to move it up to the bottom of the week, right? Move it up, move it up, move it up, move it up. Okay, every week you can move it up. So I'd say 43 right now is a solid stop on Bitcoin. And again, everything is pointing up right now. So our sell target, again, is when the stochastic gets up in this area, because that's when the momentum's been overdone to the downside. And we want to enter when that stochastic is on the bottom. And again, the most important thing of all, I believe, truly, is the 50-week moving average. It has to be above the 50-week moving average. Because if you're buying this down here and we're below the 50, look, okay, bad trade. The shorts are in control when we're below the 50, and the bulls are in control when we're above it. Because the smart guys are not shorting Bitcoin right now. The smart guys are buying Bitcoin, okay? So watch out for the fear. Watch out for the FUD. Okay, these markets are about to freaking rip, folks. Okay, watch out for the FUD. Like, I'm going to call up 82. I'm going to call it 82. I think we top out at 82. Okay, I think that's where this run ends here. Okay, and if we break that and go to 120, I'd be perfectly happy with that. So with that being said, we just covered Bitcoin there. Looks good. 43 stop loss. Let's go through the portfolio real quick, and we'll go through our looking to buy list, and then we'll hit the chart request here from everybody in the Discord. So if you got them, I do videos Wednesday and Saturday, by the way. Okay, Wednesdays and Saturdays, new videos, new episodes dropping here on YouTube. If you have requests throughout the week, if you want to take a look at charts live here, just come over here in the Discord and drop them right here. You have to be a member to request charts, okay? We have an exclusive community down here for those of you who want to become members, okay? If you don't know what's included, just get over there and you'll find out. I mean, I'll go through a lot of this stuff here today, just scanning through these charts. So here's VeChain. This one came this week. We got the signal over there in Overkill Alerts. This is where, you know, we get the signal. So this thing popped off. I mean, I've actually been talking about VeChain for the last 3 or 4 weeks, okay? We had this big breakout over the 50 like I'm talking about. Okay, the pull back into it. This is where my entry was, right here next to the 50. Okay, right here in this area. Okay, I was entering there because we were close to the 50, right? I'm buying it right at the average price here. Bang! Big ripper this week, folks. Big ripper. Okay, and it's pulled back a little bit too. It hit 5 cents. I mean, this thing just looks extremely bullish. I'm not saying we can't pull back a little bit here over the next few days, but I mean, VeChain has a lot of meat on that bone, folks, and I am holding this name until this stochastic RSI here on the weekly gets closer to the 100 there. Okay, that's where I'm going to be looking to exit, and we're nowhere close. We're only at 36 or 40 right now. Okay, and that's going to move here tomorrow when these candles close. We get new weekly candles every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. A new candle forms at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That is New York time. So meaning this dot is going to be printed on the chart, meaning it can't be taken away from the chart. Okay, that's going to be a confirmed green dot. So that's pretty much telling us we're going to go up for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, anywhere from 4 to, 3 to, I would say 3 to 9 weeks of up. Okay, and I'm going to be there to capitalize. And again, I'll look to exit when we get overdone to the upside. Because right now, a lot of people are going to pile into it because, well, and traders are going to get into it too because that's a massive breakout. I mean, we broke that level. We smashed that level. So just a holder of each here, and it's giving you the green dot this week. So stop loss on that for a trade is 0.02 if you want to play it. And here's comp. Okay, comp is also just, it's been doing a stealth phase for the longest time. I've held this thing since like right over here, and I'm just bored. Okay, I'm really bored because it's done nothing. Okay, but that has a lot of meat on that bone too, and it's just been consolidating. So when we go sideways like this is more of like a stealth phase, right? This is where smart money, stuff's quiet. Nobody's really talking about it, right? The whales are loading up during this time. Okay, this is when you want to accumulate through these two phases, the stealth phase and the awareness phase. If you could buy the breakout and the bounce above the mean is the average price, right? That's the 50 week. So we're consolidating right on that 50 week, and you got a green dot on this one this week too. If you want to play this, okay, true stop is probably down there at 45. Okay, that's the bottom of those 2 wicks. If that breaks, yeah, we're going into a downtrend. But green dot means up. Stochastic's closer to 0 than it is to 100. So I'd be definitely playing that green dot on a trade there with a stop at 40, 45. Again, it's in my portfolio already, and I'm holding it. I've been holding it since 40, 45 or something like that. XLM, nice candle here. Okay, doji candle, that's a reversal. Stochastics on the floor. Green dot's coming here. Okay, next week, I'm going to say 1 to 2 weeks for a green dot on this. The trade setup on this is going to be right there at the bottom of the red candle. Say 10 cents. Just call it 10 cents. If it breaks 10 cents, we're wrong. You're risking about 10 cents. Or you're risking 10 cents. And, I mean, all the way back to the top is about 80, 83. So that's about a 700-800% move back to the top. Risking 10 cents down here on that reversal. I mean, this looks good. I want to buy down in this area. Buy down in this area. Okay, and it's been consolidating for a long time too, just like comp. So this is just one being patient on adding here with a stop at 10. CRO also giving you the signal this week. Okay, you can move the stop loss up to that. Call it 8 cents. 8 cents on the stop loss. Okay, just put it right there. Yeah, I'd call it 8 cents. Do 7.078 or 0.077. Okay, green dot coming. Okay, that's telling you, boom, the direction is going up. We're bouncing right on that 50 week here, folks. And we got room all the way back to $1 on this. So that's over a 10x trade there on CRO. That one looks good. PNG, I don't know what this one's doing. It's giving you a red dot this week. One of the only red dots I've seen on the crypto charts. The daily chart is down here, though. The daily chart's down here on the stochastic. Okay, this is a lower cap coin, higher risk play. Again, absolute downtrend for a long time. We had this big breakout. Here was about a 60% pullback here. Got the green dot there, and now we're just consolidating. So we're playing the green dot. So yeah, we do have a red this week, but the true stop loss for us on this is about 6 cents. So if it breaks 6 cents, okay, the trade's off. But right now we're in a consolidation phase, and in my opinion, looking at the daily chart, okay, we're getting pretty far down here on the daily. So we're already down here on the stochastic. So again, as long as 6 cents holds, I'm holding this trade. I'm going to continue to remain in my position, and if it breaks, I'll cut my losses and I'll go on to the next trade. It's just, if you're going to take a trade, you got to stick to what your stop loss is and what your plan is. Okay, because I bought this, I mean, I'm up like 9 or 10,000 on it. I bought this thing at 3 cents, sold it at 16, rebought back in this area on the green. Okay, so I was buying up here at maybe 10 cents. It's at 8 right now, so I'm down 20%, but I knew that. This is a very volatile coin, PNG. Okay, it's only a $17 million market cap. This is one of those ones that could go 100. Okay, that's my 100x play right there, PNG. Okay, and again, 6 cents is the stop loss. And the reason I'm so bullish on it was something happened here. Okay, somebody came in here and put in a lot of money. Okay, that's big boy volume. That's whale volume. That's millions of dollars right there. Boom. Okay, now what are they doing? Okay, are they going to do it again? Are they going to inject more money? We'll see. Link's sitting at 20, still breaking out here. Stochastic, still pointing up. Okay, we're nowhere near 100 yet. So again, just being patient on this one, and I think this move will continue. I'm continuing to be a holder here of Link, and this one looks good. This one looks real good. Okay, might be thinking about taking profits in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, up in that area. When the stochastic, if we have a blow off top and this thing goes up to 40, I'd probably look to take some profits. Okay, and then look for a pullback into the 50. So one thing I'm noticing at $20 right now, okay, we're about 40% off of the 50. So we're buying it. If you're buying it at a 40% premium right now, because again, that's the price you're getting it away from the average price on the year. So if this thing blasts off another 20% or so, Okay, you'd be 60%. That's kind of our range to go. But let's watch the 9 EMA on this. Again, not looking to sell just yet, okay, but starting to think about it. Starting to think, where's my number? What's my number going to be? And when the stochastic gets closer to 100, okay, which is going to be interesting to see where it closes this week and opens next week. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Link though, but continuing to hold that one. That was an excellent trade. We got in around $13, $15. Again, that's a 30, 40% trade. Okay, that's excellent. I'll take that all day long. Okay, here's Coinbase. And this one was also called out in the Discord. Okay, if you guys are worried about paying the $7 membership, I almost just want to pay it for you. I mean, because it's just ridiculous. And when you make your first trade, you just pay me back in full. Okay, at a 300% interest because you were too scared to sacrifice the Starbucks coffee to get into the group to get the signals. These are not my signals, folks. This is the AI. This is a software, right? This isn't me calling out these plays. This is literally AI doing it. And I'm just pointing it out. Okay, we have AI that points it out for us. I didn't this is a bot that does this, dude. Like, this is AI, folks. Okay, and this strategy is, I'd say, 80 to 90% hit rate if you're following all the 6 rules to the T. I mean, it's pretty damn accurate. And Coinbase just looks like it's just getting started. I think it was Taku in Discord said he took some profits up here at 89. I'm not bashing that. Okay, that's a great trade because we were buying around 130 in that area. Okay, close to the 50 down here. Okay, we were anticipating the dot there. Okay, we could identify that candle is a doji candle. This is also a doji candle. A doji candle is a reversal candle. Okay, if you guys are not familiar with a doji candle, watch some YouTube videos on doji candles. Okay, that is a reversal candle. Okay, they tried to shove it down and it gets sucked back up. Okay, that's buyers stepping in to buy it, right? And then boom, they had their earnings, they absolutely ripped, and they broke their resistance. So I'm expecting continuation on Coinbase. If you want to trade it, I'd say put your stop loss at 140. Okay, that's about a 10% drop there. So you're risking about 10%. Not bad. But again, just expect some volatility because this thing, I mean, look where the stochastic is. It's down here at 23. Okay, we're not selling until it's up here at 100. Okay, meaning we got 80% to go in the move, technically. Okay, coin looks good. Robinhood, another one. Again, this thing was called out. I mean, you guys want proof, you can come over here and look. Okay, we call everything out. And I don't know, do you guys like these charts posted? I kind of just want to see what the dot is. I guess it would be meaningless if it didn't post the chart for you guys, but Robinhood was called out before their earnings as well. Okay, we were buying that right there on the 50. There was the breakout over the 50. Again, the pullback into the 50, that average price, and then the rip. Okay, and then there's the green dot. Just go ahead and put that at 11. Okay, $11 is your stop on this. You could probably move it up to even half that at 12. Okay, that'd probably be the smart move. Okay, just make sure it holds 12. Daily's a little overextended, but again, they crushed their earnings. Look at that. They beat by 300%, and they actually made revenue. That's incredible. Okay, so this is another name that's been annihilated. So this is at the top of the list. Like, these were the top 2 last week. Okay, Hood and Coin. And they did their thing this week for sure. And look at that volume candle on Robinhood, folks. That's the biggest volume candle we've gotten since the IPO. Okay, the IPO was back here. It IPO'd up to 84. Everyone's buying Robinhood, right? Because CNBC's talking about it, and all the big guys are talking about it, and Twitter's talking about it. Let's buy it up here at 84. It must be a good buy. Crush. Get wrecked. Okay, all the way down to 7. Okay, but now they're turning the engine on this one, folks. Okay, Robinhood's looks like a great stock to be a part of here. I don't own that one yet, but that's at the top of my stock list there. Okay, I really like the Robinhood trade here, folks. I'm putting that one at the top here. Here's Matic giving you the green dot here, breaking out, bouncing off the 50. 79 cents is the stop. LCX, I told you guys to take profits last week. Looks like it's down quite a bit from that point. 34 down to what? I mean, you guys, about a 20-30% loss from where I told you guys to sell it last week. Okay, and I mean, that's a bad looking candle right there. That's a hammer with the wrong hammer on the other side. Look how far off of the 9-week moving average we are. This thing's just way overdone, dude. Like, there's going to be profit taking, and you're getting a red dot this week. So if you're not selling now, I don't know what to tell you. May God have mercy on your soul. Here's H-bar, looking good. See, I'd be selling LCX, right? Because it looks like the direction is starting to, it's going to be red over the next few weeks. Why not take profits here and roll over into something like H-bar, where you're getting an actual signal to buy and not an actual signal to sell, right? If you don't take profits here and you ride this out for the next 3 months, you're going to be down 60% from where you are on the position, okay? Because you're up here at a 60% premium. Okay, so if it comes back down to the average price in the next 3 months, you're going to be like, God, I wish I would have sold. You know what I'm saying? Because the markets don't just go straight up and down. There's always pullbacks, folks. There's always a pullback. And we've gone up for 13 weeks in a row, 15 weeks in a row. At that point, you are breaking rule, you guessed it, number 5. You're being greedy. Okay, if you're truly playing this, you're up a massive amount. 6 cents to, that's a 500% gain right there. Playing the break on the 50. Okay, break on the 50. Boom. 500%. You put in 1,000 here, now you got 5,000. Over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 week period. 2 months, you turned 1,000 into 5. Okay, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Listen to the indicator. Okay, listen to the indicator. Boom, H bar. Good. Okay, 7 cents. Stop loss. Easy trade there. DKNG. Okay, getting closer to 100 now. Okay, we're not quite there. When we open on Monday, okay, stocks, you can only trade stocks between Monday and Friday. So when this gets back up here to 100, okay, that's when we're going to want to sell. But this is going to move on Monday when we get a new candle. Okay, so I'm going to guess this one might top out at around anywhere, probably around 50, maybe 47. So just be mindful of that one there. FLR, this one is one of those new Layer 1 blockchains. We've been keeping an eye on this, just waiting for a pullback on this. We want the stochastic to come back down here to 100. Okay, don't live on the hype right now. Let's wait. Let's just be patient. We're hunt and pray, folks. We're hunt and pray here. Okay, we're not messing around. We're looking for our setups. We're not breaking the rules. We're following the guidelines. Okay, here's MSOS. This is our cannabis. This is cannabis. What is this? The ETF we've been following. Big pullback last week there, okay? Again, waiting for the stochastic to get back down here at 0. Not buying it up here. Wait until it's back down here at 0. Red dot, so expecting a pullback. Okay, I don't know where that thing's going to... I'm going to take the support out because we don't have a support level if we don't have a green dot. Okay, we do not have a support level if we do not have a green dot because we are in a downtrend when there is a red dot showing on the chart, meaning direction is down. Green means direction up. AKT looking like it wants to continue. This thing's just doing the moonshot. Just doing the moonshot here. Okay, that one's... People are trading the 50 on this one on the daily. Okay, you can see it. Into the 50, into the 50. Okay, this shorter term than us. That's fine. We'll get the macro pullback, just like we got here. We'll wait on the macro pullback. It's safer. Okay, here's the pump up. Okay, they pulled it back. Where was the stochastic? Perfect setup here. Stochastic was at 0. There was the green dot. We were above the 50. What did it do? It did the Ripski from 85 cents all the way up to $3.63. You're talking about a 321% gain. 321. Okay, 1,000 into 3,021 or $200. 210 to be exact. Okay, boom. Just being patient. Hunt and pray here. Wait till the stochastic comes back down. If you want to play the momentum on this, okay, get in here to the daily. Okay, you could trade it on the daily, but weekly chart, again, I'm more hesitant to enter up here. And I'm not saying this can't go to $50,000, but 260 is the stop on a trade here. And you might even want to move that up to the bottom of that green candle right there at about 283. I just use a trailing stop on that. Dodge, also, reversal here. Reversal candle. Okay, looking good. About 8 cents is the stop loss. I mean, the true stop loss is down there at about 7.3. Just call it 7 cents as your stop loss. Okay, that's an easy trade there. Easy trade. Easy trade. With the bounce on the 50, Dodge looks good. I'm going to move that one up too. So Hood and Dodge and Coinbase are really my top 3 right now. H-bar looks good. XRP also looks really good. I'm going to move that one. I'd probably put this one up here above Dodge. I just like both those. Yeah. I'm going to try to rank these as we go. At least the ones I'd look to enter on. Again, I don't have positions on these ones yet, but I do have positions on these. 48 cents is the level. And that's the bounce there too. I mean, you're getting a bounce. That green dot's going to be on the chart next week. Okay, next week. I'm going to say 1 to 2 weeks for XRP as long as these levels hold. Right, 48 cents is our trade level. So right now you're literally risking 10% right now to the downside. So you just know that going in, meaning if I put in $1,000 here, I'm going to lose $100. Can I afford to lose $100? Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Let's give her a shot. Okay, because again, everything looks good. Everything looks like it wants to reverse here. And yes, nothing is 100%. I'd say the strategy is again 80 to 85, maybe even 90% if all the boxes are checked. Okay, 48 cents is the level we're playing. If 48 cents is wrong, all the boxes we checked don't mean anything because we were wrong. Okay, and I'm willing to be wrong 10 to 20% of the time. Okay, because I'm going to win big on the 80 to 85%. Okay, the ones that do hit. Okay, like it doesn't matter what any of these other coins did in my portfolio last week because VeChain was up 50%. It carried my portfolio, right? I had a massive gain on my portfolio. Didn't matter that this one went down a little bit or that one went down a little bit. As long as you're diversifying into a handful of names, I wouldn't say any less than 5. Okay, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my portfolio right now. And if I had some cash, I'd convert some of them that are up, like Link, into some of the ones that are down, right? That's actually not a bad idea. I should convert some Link into, because I like XLM too. XLM and XRP kind of move together. And you can see both of those are down here on the stochastic. So they kind of move in the inverse direction of Bitcoin is what I've noticed. Because if you take a look at XLM and XRP, again, their stochastic is down here on the floor. Sorry, give me a sec here. Their stochastic is down here on the floor. And if you look at Bitcoin, right, it's about halfway. But while Bitcoin was doing this, right, and going up, XLM, XRP were going down. But now they're down. So right now that gives people the opportunity to sell some Bitcoin and buy something like XLM that's at more of a discount right now, or XRP that's at more of a discount right now, right? Because, and we're just saying it's at a discount based on, boom, it's actually below the average price as of right now. Okay, but it's sitting right on it. Okay, and again, the stochastic is on the floor, so the momentum's been done to the downside. So let's ride the wave, right? Markets don't go straight up and down. They go in waves, okay? Look at this, okay? Wave, 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 okay? And, I mean, you can guess what's coming next. It's really all we're doing, but we're doing it based on based on data. Like this is data, folks. This is AI tracking. Okay, other people are watching this too. We're not the only ones. There's smart money. There's someone else sitting probably somewhere with $1 billion that has a similar strategy. Okay, I mean this is not my graphic. This was found online. Okay, we just study it. Okay, we're using other people's takes on the economy and what's going to happen, right? Because it's all centralized. It's all controlled. It's all about money going in and money flowing out in the end. Okay, money comes in, money goes out. Money comes in, money goes out. Okay, that's how markets move. It's not by what Jim Cramer says. It's not what your favorite Twitter person says. It's not by what your favorite YouTuber says. Okay, it's about money going in and money going out. So if you can anticipate when smart money's coming in and when they're going out, okay, you can win in this thing they call the crypto markets and the stock market. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, folks. I love you all. I love you all. We're almost through the list here. Then we're gonna get through some chart requests here. We got another one here. Ray's another altcoin, stochastic again, getting close to the floor here. Okay, it's just kind of peeling off, kind of like Ray kind of looks like PNG as well. So waiting on the next buy signal on this. The daily is still just looking nice. This is a major bull flag here. You guys don't know what a bull flag pattern is, okay? That's when there's a big move up. Okay, so think of this as the pole, and then here's the flag. Okay, we're just consolidating. PNG's doing the same thing, right? Just a major flag pattern here. Okay, major bull flag pattern there. Okay, and Ray, again, probably just, I mean, I'd be accumulating probably around this area, but, I mean, it could definitely drop down to 63 cents. So that's a pretty big drop, but just be let's be mindful of it. Again, it's on the looking to buy list for a reason. We're looking for an opportunity, and we're sitting about 30% off of the 50 there. So I'd call 78 cents probably the bottom. I mean, that's a 26% drop. So again, you could buy here, buy if it drops, and then add, boom, and then again you can just wait on the green dot as well and buy on the candle. You get the green dot on just like you got it down here. Bang, you got that at what, 17 cents and went all the way up to 182. Okay, there's a 10x trade. Okay, so now let's wait on the pullback here. MSTR. another one that was called out in Overkill alerts this week. Okay, this was actually called out last week. They had their earnings. Again, what this one do? Big breakout above the 50, pulled back into the 50. This is where we were buying MSTR, okay? Right here between 430 and 475. Why? Because we were right on the 50 week. We want to buy right around that price. Okay, right now, we're buying 37% off of it. Okay, so that's 37% premium. Okay, but we are getting the green dot. So really, okay, the true stop loss is going to be right there at 598. I put it right at the half mark there. And I'd be watching the daily to enter. Okay, watch for the daily to pull back into its 50. Okay, and again, that's right near my level at 600. That's probably my buy target on a pullback. But everything's pointing up on this. Okay, green dot. We got the stochastic RSI down here. I don't know, what is that, 24? It'll probably be around 50 when we open up on Monday. So keeping an eye on that. But beautiful trade here. Anyone who capitalized on that doji and got in before their earnings, and they just ripped, folks. Very bullish looking chart. This one's actually looking to get into the top S&P 500. I mean, this was like the first Bitcoin ETF, truly. Okay, and they're just doing the ripski here. Here's INJ. Again, a nice looking altcoin here. I just think this one's going to pull back here, and it's about 50% off the play. So again, don't want to buy stuff at a premium. Want to buy closer to that average price, just like we got the opportunity to there. So again, just being patient here. Being patient on INJ. We got STX breaking out here. Just massive breakout. Okay, nice play. Whoever capitalized. I think Smartass is in this one. 190 is going to be the new stop. Okay, again, you could be watching the daily and see how the daily moves, but weekly just pointing straight up here. So expect some continuation over the next, I'd say, week or two, probably 2 to 3 weeks. I'd probably think about selling. That's when the stochastic will be up there at 100. That'd be a good place to potentially take profits, and then we'll be waiting for a move back down into the 50. But that's a real nice breakout there. You're sitting about 60% off of the 50 as it is right here. So super strong. That one's going to be one for the bull market. We'll be looking to buy any and every pullback into the 50. And again, that's why it's on the looking to buy list there. Here's CQT. I got this one off of a TikTok influencer that has millions of followers called, I think his name's Crypto Mason. He called this one out, so I said, okay, I'll bite. Okay, and I added it to the portfolio. Of course, he's calling it out up here at 30 cents. Okay, and then boom, it gets crushed down here. Okay, down into the 50 there. You know, I wonder if these coins pay people like him to make videos and pump coins, because again, they were selling up here. Okay, he called it out like right up here at 30 cents, and I seen what he was doing, and it kind of worries me that some of these people sell their souls to just, I mean, they're dumping it on their followers to whatever, make a buck. That's awful. If I ever do that, folks, put me in the ground. I will never betray the Spartan army. Okay, 32 cents was the top there. And again, we're just waiting on the pullback. But it is getting there right around the 50. So if you want to play his pump, okay, 15 cents is our stop loss currently. And the stochastic is getting close. So again, on the list for a second. I'm waiting for a doji candle, though, to come in. Okay, I want to see a green doji candle. Okay, and I want to see this at 0. Maybe I'd buy when that hits 0. But the green dot will be the true tell. Okay, and we'll try to anticipate that as much as possible on a play on CQT. Not there yet. Here's Daku. They missed on their earnings. I'm taking this one off. Okay, that one is now off. We saw the breakout. It didn't hold. Okay, it got broken out. So that one's cut. Okay, it's done. Okay, here's DOT. Nice breakout there. 687 is going to be the stop on this. You got the buy signal this week from the trading indicator. And bada bing, bada boom. Okay, $6.87 is, again, that's our stop loss, but that one looks real good. Wants to reverse there. Okay, we topped out at about 10. Bang, we hit the 50. What happened? They sucked it right back up. This one looks good. They pay a pretty big APY to hold on Coinbase as well. So, yeah, DOT's looking good here, folks. Real good. Okay, daily's a little overdone, but again, we don't care about the daily as much as we do the weekly. That move looks good. Okay, above 687, we're good. Okay, DOT's a buy this week. That one's going up there with H-bar. SoFi still consolidating down here. I think this one looks good. We're, again, consolidating right on that 50. We got a stop loss at 711. Not a bad place to play this one. They crushed on their earnings. Again, everyone's buying on their earnings up here at 950. They got hammered down on it, buying all the hype. Okay, back down on the 50 now. So, again, we're above the 50. Okay, no green dot just yet, but we got some money inflow coming out. You can see that green, that green right there. That's a shift of inflow of money. And as long as we hold $7 on this, I think it's extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Got some meat on that bone all the way back to 28. Okay, it's about a 300% move from $8. Okay, as long as 7 holds, that's a nice trade there. Here's Lyft. $20.50 on that one. There's the green dot. Bang. Okay, 1168's the level. Okay, big move. This was also called. Okay, I told you guys to buy this over here a couple weeks ago. Okay, again, what do we see? Again, boom. Break out above it. Pull back into it. Consolidate. Okay, consolidating right on the 50. I called that out right here. These 3 weeks. Okay, what do we get this week? Boom. Massive beat on earnings. This wasn't a little move here, folks. This was a 66% move in 1 week. In 1 week, that thing just ripped. And look at that volume candle. That is wild. Okay, so the day traders are in this one now, trading this thing up. But, yeah, that looks real good there. Okay, looks like it wants to continue. I'd say probably up to 31. Okay, that's a big boy bounce. So I'd move a stop loss up. I'd put it right there at 1350 if you wanted to play this. It has to hold 1350. Okay, but watch for some continue. That's a massive 66% in 1 week is not a that is a big move, folks. That is a big move. Here's PLTR getting some continuation here as well. Wouldn't quite be a profit taker just yet, but getting close. Okay, I know there were some people that capitalized on this one as well. What do we get here? We got the pullback into the 50. Okay, boom. Do the Ripski. Okay, nice move there again. Not near 100 yet. I'd say the next 1 or 2 weeks I'd be looking to take profits. We have a big move this next week up to 32. I'd take some off the table. Here's AI. Also another one. Okay, we called this double bottom out as well. Okay. Okay, and I got the receipts, folks. You guys go watch the videos from the couple of weeks. I'm not trying to brag myself up or anything like that. I just want to point out the fact that we're ahead of these things, folks. We're ahead of this market. Okay, big breakout above the 50, pull back into it. Okay, it was below it, a little bit below it right there. Okay, then bounced up. Okay, again, stochastic got overdone. We had to sell, pull back into it. This is called a double bottom, folks. A double bottom is right here. Okay, big breakup. Again, above the 50, the pull back into the 50. Boom. This is the same exact pattern you're getting right here. There's the breakout, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back. Okay, it's the same pattern. Bullish, folks. This is really bullish. AI looks really bullish here. Okay, 23 is the level. I mean, you could even move it up to probably around 26 now. That'd be my stop on that. 26 on AI. Looks good. And that thing's pointing straight up. They do have earnings coming up here. What is that? 28. That's this coming week. That's on Wednesday, I believe. That's going to be on Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. So we'll keep an eye on that. But, I mean, watch for some continuation. If this thing breaks out above 34, that's going to do the rippity-dippity. Okay, make sure it holds 26 on a trade. And that was a green dot confirmed this week. That is confirmed, cannot be taken away from the chart. Here's Clay, also, bang. Ripping, okay, 20 cents is your stop loss. That's a 10%, about a 10% dip there, which ain't bad. Okay, and again, right there near the 50. So watch the breakout. You got to use the stop at 20 on a play on Clay. I actually like this one, too. I'm going to move that one up to next to dot there. Okay, ICP, that one just honestly looks like it wants to continue on, too. Stop loss level on this would probably be at $12 right here on a trade. $12. Okay, you're risking about $1 here, but playing continuation on this. This thing could break out, folks. That could break out. So stop loss is 12 on that. Okay, sitting a little ways off. How far are we off 50? I'm going to guess 40. Yeah, about a 40% premium right now. So just make sure it holds 12. Okay, in that case, you're only risking about 5%. So that's not a bad risk to reward trade. This is where they flushed everybody out right here. Bang. Flush them out. Okay, all the weak hands got flushed. Okay, we're back to business. Okay, 12's the stop on ICP for a play. I'm going to move that one up as well. Net, nice trade on this. Beautiful, beautiful move here. Okay, again, another one that was called out over the weeks. We got about a 20-30% move there. And Not close to the 100 yet, but getting close there. Getting close there on net. I'd be thinking, looking to take profits in the next probably, I would say 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, watching how this price action continues here. Again, consolidating here on the daily. We could pull back to 84 and do the Ripski. Okay, and this thing just looks like it wants to go. This is Amazon owned. I believe they beat their earnings, and that's what's making it go crazy. ADA also looking good this week. Move a stop up to 50. Okay, you're getting the green dot signal here. And boom. Okay. Stochastic's about 25 right now. Not bad, but you got to play that signal in a market like this. Okay, break out above the mean. Pull back into it. Once again, break out above the mean. Okay, the mean is the average price. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Rip. Okay, exact pattern here. Breakout, pull back into it, rip. ADA looks good with a stop at 50. Less conservative stops around 44. Solana looking like it wants to continue on here too. It needs to break out over 130. But everything just looks really bullish, folks. It all looks really good. AVAX is doing the Ripski here. Okay, stop loss, move that up to 34 on it. Okay, green dot this week. Again, PNG, my PNG play here is also a play on AVAX. This is built on the AVAX ecosystem. So when AVAX goes up, all of its coins tend to go up with it. So what I'm seeing here on AVAX is a green dot reversal candle, and that's why I'm continuing to hold my PNG through that red dot, because, I mean, this thing looks like it wants to go up for the next few weeks, not down. Okay, not down. That's a reversal candle. I got to play the AI here. And again, if it breaks 34, that's okay. We're wrong. We're wrong on the trade, right? We're not going to cry about it. We're just going to cut our losses and not ride it all the way down. Okay, the trade at this level is 34 off the dot. Okay, and that's looking good. HNT, this one I am so pissed off. Binance delisted this one back in the day. It was probably a year ago when I bought a bunch of it at like, I think I bought a bunch of it at like $3 or something like that. It was like right up in this area somewhere. And Binance delists it, and it goes down to like $1.25 or something like that. And my emotions kicked in, and I sold it. I was selling down here with the sheep. I was selling down in despair. It was awful. And it was like the day after I bought it. Like, I literally bought it, and Binance released a statement the next day and said, hey, we're delisting Helium. And it was down 50% in less than 24 hours. That was awesome. That was one of the best stories I've ever heard. And now look, I sold it. I let my emotions take control. Guys, if you're in a bad emotional state, you shouldn't be trading. Okay, many of you know I went through something very traumatic over the last year or two. I had someone real close to me commit suicide, and I was still trading during that time after that happened, and I was not making good decisions. I was making really bad decisions. Okay, and that was because my emotions were not intact. So do not let your emotions control your trades. And if you're in a bad state of mind, you got to fix that first and then come back. Okay, if you need help with that, reach out to me. Okay, I recommend going to the gym. I recommend having a good diet. I recommend getting closer to God. I recommend putting all that stuff first before this, and not this before that. Okay, so I love you guys, and I'm real glad you're here, and I'm real glad we're a community, and everyone's got each other's backs. Okay, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us together. Okay, winning together. Because who wants to win alone? Snapchat. Okay, this one's going to set up here too. I like the 30% dip off of earnings. I'm fundamentally bullish on this, so this is more of a fundamental play for me. Okay, I think Snapchat is a very popular social media app, and I think they're figuring it out still. They got the biggest database, and I don't think their database is going anywhere. That is how Gen Z communicates. Okay, they communicate on Snapchat. Okay, my generation was I can't even remember what generation I was. I was the millennial generation. I was the last year of the millennial generation. 94. Okay, and our thing was Facebook. We all communicated on Facebook. First it was MySpace, then it switched to Facebook. MySpace, they killed Tom or something. You guys remember Tom? Okay, he just fell off the map. And Facebook all of a sudden comes along, and look at that. They're a thing, and that's how a lot of us communicated throughout the years. And Gen Z, it's the same thing. I still use Facebook today to communicate, actually. And Gen Z's not going anywhere else. Okay, they're on TikTok too, yes, but Snapchat's like how they text and talk. It's interesting to see and interesting to watch. So I think Snapchat's going to make a comeback one day. I mean, this thing was up at $80 back in 2021. So again, they flushed everybody out, I think, on earnings. I think there were a lot of people playing that they were going to beat their earnings, and they dumped it on them. And it has the history of doing that if you go back and look at in past time. But we did break above the 50, and we're below it right now at 10. So I might be a longer term investor on Snap here on their right. My true stop loss, the macro stop, is down there at $8. So if you're buying here, right, you're buying 30% off of that. So best thing to do on this is going to be to wait for the stochastic to get closer to 0. Right now it's at about 23. Okay, if we can get into the 8 to 0 range or the 10 to 0 range, okay, if this move continues down like it did here, boom. This was their last earnings. Okay, earnings, boom, they got crushed. Okay, and then what happened? Boom, then they went from 8 all the way up to 17. That's a 100% move. That's a big dog move right there. Okay, so now, again, they crushed everybody. Everyone was going long here, and they crushed them. But when they do that, and it turns, that's typically where the big dogs step in and will rip it up. Because, right, retail and stuff was betting on this going up, I think, and they just, 30% in one day is insane. Okay, but that was after a 100% move, though. Keep in mind. That was 100% up. Someone took profits up 100%. Maybe they sold half their position and then, right, got wrecked. They sold half up here. Retail got wrecked. Okay, so again, the wave is going to turn again. And I like these big fat candles. Okay, I'm not going to put this at the top, but I'm going to put it up there close. I'm going to put it up above Matic there. Okay, and LCX, I want to make an example out of that. This one's on the bottom of the list. Okay, that one's there at the bottom. Okay, because I'm not buying that. I'm not looking to buy this. But I am looking to buy a pullback, and that's why I want to keep it on my list. Okay, because that's not a little move. That's a big, extremely big move. Okay, so I want to wait till it goes back down, touches the 50, and then I'm going to buy the bounce. And if it doesn't come, oh well. It's going to come on one of these names. Okay. Where do we leave off here? Solana we covered. Looks good. AVAX we covered. Solana actually had a green dot this week, I remember in the Discord. Yeah, that called it out, but it must have went away. So, I mean, you could play this level right here at 93 on Solana for a trade. But, I mean, that looks like continuation. If it breaks out of its level there at, what is that, 126, it's going to get interesting. AVAX. We talked about that one too. I mean, green dot, boom, doing the Ripsky here. Okay, you can even move your stop up to 37 there. HNT looks good. Wish I wouldn't have sold that. I mean, and that looks like it wants to continue. And I remember I bought it because they had a partnership with T-Mobile or something like that. And now they're doing stuff with the phone. And it's interesting. You can actually mine this one too. So I'm just looking to buy pullbacks on it. Because, yeah, blue sky breakout. You don't, I mean, whatever. You want to play the continuation, put a stop at 732. My gut just I don't have the guts for that kind of volatility right now. I want to wait till it cools down and then rips. Okay, here's A-Firm. This is a bank. This is like SoFi here. Again, I want to buy it closer to 28. Okay, it's trying to put a bull flag in here, but no confirmation just yet, and stochastic still pointing down. So, no, not jumping the gun on that. Let's be patient. Here's Carvana continuing to blast off here. Okay, we got earnings next week though, so I'd be really mindful of that. Okay, I'd be really mindful of that. Watch the earnings next week. I don't know how good the car industry is doing right now. Every car salesman I talk to they're not doing good. The rates need to start dropping or something. But I mean, the trade on this is about $40 for a stop. So you're risking around 20% here, $40. That's your call there. If you want to play it, okay, and you want to get in before earnings, I'd recommend doing half your position before earnings and half your position after earnings. Okay, so however much you think you want to put into a name on earnings. This is for any kind of earnings. Okay, if you're playing a stock, because earnings have the ability, like for example, if you look at Snapchat, look what earnings did. Down 30%. They dropped everybody. They just flushed them all out, right? Okay, I mean 30% drop. So that's why earnings is always a catalyst. Okay, and they even beat on their earnings. They missed on revenue by a little bit, but they even beat their earnings. So they're not quite making money yet. But I mean, to me, they're going to get there. Like Facebook's going to buy them out or something. Or someone will buy them out. And when there's a buyout, that makes the stock go up. So This is an interesting move. That's all I'm saying, folks, on Snap. So keep that in mind when you play earnings calls. Again, AI's got earnings as well this week. So if you wanted to play it, again, I'd play half before and half after. Okay? That way, if you get a 30% drop or whatever happens, right, or your level gets hit, you're not, it's just advice, folks. It's just advice. I've just seen things like Snapchat drop 30% after our earnings call, and it's like, okay, I probably should have put half in first, and then I should have done half later, because then I could have averaged down on the drop. But then again, there's the possibility of it going up and you missing out on the 10% pump. But that's okay, because then the continuation of the move is going to continue up. So that's kind of the thinking behind it there. And Filecoin, we just added this one. I want to make sure we have an alert on this. Yes, we do, because that thing got called out. Let me actually drop that over there in the Discord as well, and then we're going to get to some requests here. Okay, this alert did just go off today. Go back down to the bottom here. So again, you guys can get those on the fly over there. You'll never miss one, okay, on the names that we follow. That was the end of our list here. So let's get to the chart requests. Again, if you're not a member of the Discord, okay, you can get access to tools. For example, if you don't know what Filecoin is, you can come over here and type in the ticker. Type in FIL. Okay, you go Filecoin, there's the crypto. Okay, this is our research tool. It'll tell you exactly what the company does and what they provide, right? The fundamentals of what they do. Do they have utility? It'll tell you their market cap. It'll tell you what they're trading at. It'll tell you their total supply, their circulating supply, their volume, their past day, past month, past year performance. Okay, you can see all that information just by coming over here and typing in /info space and then the ticker of the name you want to look up. Okay, you can get all that information. Top movers here, look at this. Okay, these are getting called out every day. Let me show you how they work. Okay, market movers here, we want to look up crypto gainers. Boom. Okay, let's look up market movers again. Let's go look at the losers. Okay, bang. Okay, we're looking up the winners and the losers. So this one's up 30% today. This one's up 23% today. This one's up 14% on the day. 14%, right? These are the top 9. So what I could do is I could take this AGIX here, and I can come over here and I can type in AGIX USD. Okay, it's not tradable on Coinbase, so I'm not able to buy it, but you can see that's breaking out. So that's a good identification, right? So this is like a daily habit that I have to just come in here and I want to check all of these names, and I want to look at all of these names just so I can see if I can identify trade setups that are matching all my boxes, right? Checking all the rules. We want to be looking for trades off the 50 with a green dot, kind of like AGIX here. Again, I can't trade this one, so I wouldn't add it to my watch list, but if I could trade it, okay, I'd add that one to my watch list, okay, and I'd keep an eye on it, okay, because this is a nice breakout here, and it's bouncing right there off the 50. Again, I would have liked to buy closer to the 50. Again, now you're playing the breakout, which is great, okay, but you got to be mindful of your risk now. Now you're risking 20-30% to the downside when you were only risking 5 or 10 down here closer to the 50. So you were anticipating this move because, again, the stochastic was closer to 0, and you were getting doji candles here. So you were anticipating that, knowing that we're in an uptrend. Because why? Because we were up above the 50-week moving average. So it's a nice looking breakout there on AGIX. So what I do is I just go through all 9 of these, and I go through all 9 of these. I'm not going to do that for today's sake, but that's just something, a daily habit that I have when I get some time throughout the day. Normally in the morning, I'll check these, and I'll just look them up. Like Zcash, that's an old school one, right? ZEC, USD, it is on Coinbase, okay? But where are we? We're trending below the 50 weeks, so I don't want to touch that garbage, right? MAVIA, USD, not on Coinbase, so I wouldn't even take a look at it. LPT, USD, okay, that one's on Coinbase. Wonderful. Boom, there's a breakout on the 50 there. Okay, stochastic is nowhere near 100, and we're getting a green dot. So again, trading the levels. This one looks like people on the daily are trading this, and that's just that's 100% move in 2 days. So I would just not be, buying here. I'd be more mindful, probably trading the daily on this one. I'd want this one to come back down to the 50 week on the daily or the 50 day. That's just too much volatility. And I'm not saying that thing can't just absolutely do the ripski here, but again, up 100%, I don't typically like to enter. And again, how far is that right now off of the 50? It's about a 64% drop back down to the 50. So that's an interesting breakout, but that might be a pump and dump. So we'll see. AR, USD. Okay, so you guys can kind of see how I do this, right? So you guys could take advantage of that. You could come in here and type it in yourself, And actually, I don't know if you could do that. I don't know if you have the ability to do that. I come in here every day though, and I do this sometime throughout the day, so you can constantly check back on that. The 10x watch list. This is all our low cap penny stocks and altcoins that we follow. I just posted that list yesterday. You guys can get access to that. If you click that link, it'll actually open up the playlist inside of TradingView for you guys, so you can take a look at the charts. And Overkill alerts again. This is where our buy and sell signals are posted. This is where you can request charts down here. I'm going to be hitting these here in just a second. The Overkill watch list, that is the list that we just went over. Okay, the purple list. I'm going to post that here after today's video. And then again, you can cancel your membership down there. If you want to sign up, just hit the join the club thing thread there, or the club membership, and you can come over here. It's $7 a month, and you get access to everything that I just covered there, and all your proceeds support the channel. The more people I can get into this, the more attention I can give toward it, right? I have a day job. This is my passion, though. I love looking at charts and spending time with you guys on here. But again, I got to make money in the real world, and we have about 200 people right now, which is great, but that's not a full-time income. And again, I want to give that back as much as possible as well. So we'll be doing some giveaways and stuff like that here in the future, and continue marching. So let's get these chart requests. We didn't have very many this week, or for this video. I covered a lot of them last week. You guys had a ton of requests on Wednesday. A lot of them got covered over there in that video. That was from Wednesday. If you guys want to go watch that. If you missed that, that was us covering our altcoin and penny stock watch list over here. These are all the low cap names we're looking at here. All those were covered, just like I covered those in the Overkill watch list today. The first one here is from Hugan. That's a VRA. Not tradable on Coinbase, but this one looks good here, brother. This one looks good. Use a stop loss at, I'd say, 6.006. Okay, that looks good. I'd be entering here, looking to sell when the stochastic gets closer to 100. That's a nice breakout there. So just make sure it holds. Yeah, I'd say about 6. I mean, you could even put it down there at the bottom of that candle to be less conservative. You'd probably risk it about, I would say, a little over 20% on that. So, again, be mindful of that, but looks good. Direction's pointing straight up. Gala. Gala also giving you the signal there with the stochastic down the bottom. Looks like a great place to enter here. It is below the 50, so it doesn't check that box for me, but if you want to play it, I'd put a stop right there at 0.02. Okay, if these markets continue to look like they're going to go where they're going to go, if Bitcoin's really going to go to 80, 90K like I talked about at the beginning, these coins are going to follow here, folks. So playing that green dot, I mean, if you want to be less conservative, again, put your stop loss right down there at 0.019 and just play the level. Just play the trade. If you like the name, just play the trade. If you want to play it, again, I don't like the fact. I think there's a million other names that are above the 50 right now that I could play. Okay, this one hasn't showed me that it's bullish. It hasn't showed me that, it hasn't given me any volume indication, right? Volume's light. Okay, it had this little move up here, but now it's just sissy, right? Little weakling. Okay, nothing happening. Let's see the breakout. And again, you're anticipating a breakout right now on this, but why are you buying it? That's my question. Okay, rule number 2 is not checked. Here's CHZ, USD. I think Mill's holding this one. Nice trade there. Boom. Right, sitting right there on the 50. So again, just continue to use the green candles as your stops. Okay, 9 cents there. Again, where are we up here? This is kind of a weird one. I don't know. This is a weird consolidation, just kind of grinding up here. Give me the move. Okay, give me the move. The trend is definitely up. I will say that. But again, where's the stochastic? It's hard to trade these that are just, you know what I'm saying? Look where the wave is. Technically, I want to sell up here. But again, it doesn't mean this can't break out and go to 15. Okay, but that's another, what, 20%? Okay, and we're sitting right on the 50. So make sure it holds 9. Make sure it holds 9 cents on, what was that one? CHZ. We got request here from Tim, RBLX. This is a stock here. Okay, it's a gaming company. Again, looks real good. Looks real good. 38 still the stop loss. Okay, green dot right there. Stochastic starting to round a little bit. Okay, this one's still a safe bet above 38. As long as it holds 38, looks good. What's the daily saying? See, the daily's doing the choppity chop. Okay, look at that consolidation on the monthly. This needs a breakout. Give us the breakout here. Okay, this one is, again, a play on gaming. So a lot of kids play this. A lot of kids are on Roblox, like that Minecraft stuff. I don't understand it. So I don't technically like to trade stuff that I don't understand, but that could be a big market. 38's the stop. And again, stochastic looks good. It looks like it wants to curve up. So no red dot. You're not hurt. If we break 38 though, you could be in trouble. OPFI. Or no, oh, I'm sorry, Square. SQ. And shout out to Tim for actually doing the research for us over here as well. For people that don't know what these are, he actually is putting the description of what each stock, or it looks like crypto, does. He didn't do it for the crypto, but he did it for the stocks. So if it's NYSE, that means it's New York Stock Exchange. That means it's traded on the American Stock Exchange, which if you're an American, you can trade. But yeah, Tim, nice work over here, brother. That's why he's an admin. Okay, if you guys don't know, the people who are red over here are the admin. The people who are green are members, and the people who are white are recruits. And then I am yellow, so I am Overkill. Okay, and then we got our bots who are yellow too, but I'm operating the bots. OPFI, actually, sorry, Square. We didn't even look at Square. Okay, consolidating here. This one probably has earnings this week. Yeah, that's a scary one there, Tim. Okay, earnings is going to worry me on this one. Okay, we did get the 50 cross here, but 61's your level there, brother. It has to hold 61 or you got to get out. Okay, and earnings, I don't want to see a Snapchat, 30% drop. So this one hasn't really excited me. Okay, it didn't have that big of a breakout above the 50, but it is consolidating right on top of it. So if you want to play this name thinking it's going to beat earnings and do good, it is, I think they're losing market share, to be honest with you guys. I think they're losing market share. Big time. Okay, so again, if you want to play it before earnings, buy half before. Okay, and if you want to play it after, or just take your loss. That's how I play that. OPFI. OPFI. Nice. Okay, this is a good one here. This is my favorite one you called out so far, Tim. Okay, OPFI. That's a nice doji there. Okay, my stop is right there. This one's going on the good stuff. Okay, so I'm adding that one to the altcoin watch list there. I'm going to go ahead and set up an alert real quick. Looks like I set up 2 on DWalk. I'm going to go ahead and set this one up here. Okay, so now we're going to get an alert on this when that happens, but that's coming. That's coming, dude. Okay, adding, what is that, OPFI? Yep, OPFI. Good stuff there, Tim. That's a good call out. That one's now in the altcoin penny stock watch list. What's this one? /info OPFI. So you guys are seeing this like live right now. OPFI. This is how I do my research. So if I find a chart like that I like at the top movers, okay, I'm coming over here to the research tab and I'm using the AI to tell me what it does. Okay, this is going to tell me it's only a $410 million company. Okay, it's a financial technology platform that allows banks to offer lending products. Its platform facilitates the op loans and installments of loan products. Okay, salary tap, a payroll deduction, secured installment loan product, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's about financial technology. Okay, that's kind of a trend. And, I mean, this thing was down at, what, $1.70? But look at the breakout here. Boom, there was the breakout. Come over here to the cheat sheet. Okay, nice breakout above it. Okay, pull back into it. Pull back into the mean for me. That's what it did, folks. Pulling back into the average. Okay, 290 is going to be your stop loss on this. This one looks good. Tim, shout out, brother. You got volume coming into this as well. All-time highs on this is up there at 11. So this one, and I'm going to actually add this one to the... it's on the... I'm going to go on the purple list because it's like one of those ones I'm looking to buy. You know what I'm saying? So that one's on the purple list, but I would put it on the altcoin watch list. If it's on the altcoin watch list, the 10X watch list, those have a market cap of lower than $3 billion. Okay, that qualifies as a small cap stock in the stock market. So if the market cap is below $3 billion, it's considered a small cap. So they're higher risk, higher reward plays, which as traders we technically like if we could play them correctly. Okay, and check all the boxes and use our stop loss and rules that we teach here. So that looks good. That one's in the looking to buy list, and this is why I love this channel too, guys, because I'm learning just as much from you guys as you are from me. I mean, I would have probably never found OPFI if Tim didn't call it out over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 2 sets of eyes. Okay, you guys have eyes too. If we have 300 people with 2 eyes, that's a lot of eyes. Okay, we could be checking news. We could be scanning charts. We could be looking for, reading articles about companies and looking at charts. I'll answer the charts all day. I'll do the technical analysis all day and tell you guys what I think of the chart. Okay, I'm not a genius. I'm just telling you what the AI says here. Okay, I'm just trying to point out what the AI says and using some I wouldn't say basic tactics like they are. I feel like some tactics that take some practice to learn and understand, like using the average, right? The mean price. Okay, understanding time frames and the length of trades and not wanting to buy 60% off of the 50 because you're going to get crushed. Okay, but ooh, OPFI, OpFi, that one's on the looking to buy list, and that one's going way up there. That one might go top 3 there, up there with Hood and XRP there. Those are the top 3. Top 3 today so far. That's, whew. Here's AUR. Another one from Tim. AUR. Okay, another one. Nice one, Tim. Okay, another one. What's this one? AUR. 288. Okay, probably be less conservative. Go 264 on that. Aura Innovations. AUR. So again, no idea what this is. Wonderful. I got a tool over here that I could just boom. There's the common stock. Okay, it's a $4 billion company, so that wouldn't really technically self-driving technology. Okay, it wouldn't quite classify as a small cap. That brings sweep. So interesting play here. $4 billion company does the self-driving car stuff. I honestly don't like that stuff. I think that's crazy. I think that's given technology way too much power over my life there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no car driving me around. I'm sorry. I want to be in control. You know, I want to be in control. Like what if Elon Musk had it out for me or something? He could just hit a button and drive me off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I crazy? Is that? I mean, I am crazy. I know I am, but I don't like the self-driving stuff. It freaks me out. It freaks me out. 264 is the level on this, Tim. Okay, it looks like they beat on their earnings, and they did not report their revenue. Oh man, what a time! What a time to be alive, brothers. What a freaking time. Yeah, stop it. Stop at 250 on that, Tim. What else we got? Aave, I like that one. Okay, that's old school altcoin there. Looking good here. Another one. That one's going on the looking to buy list too. I'm going to go ahead and set up an alert on this. Hopefully I still had it pasted. Nope. Okie doke. Okay, that one's now in the looking to buy list. You guys will now be notified when that prints green, but I'm going to guess that's coming either next week or the week after that. Stochastics on the floor there looking good. Giving us a doji candle here as well. I like it, folks. Aave looks really good here. Okay, that's one of the top crypto plays right there. I'm going to put that one right up there with... I'm going to put that above Coinbase there. I'm throwing Dodge in there just because, I mean, that thing could... It's going to take one tweet from Elon to just rip it. Okay, I mean, back to 40 cents. Come on, that's 500%, something like that. But holy smokes, dude. What a time. Okay, nice bounce off the 50 there on Dodge, too, man. That just... Whew. But Aave's right up there with that one. That one looks good, too, bouncing there, brother. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, 81's the stop. About 81. Okay, if you want to be less conservative, use 75. But I'm using the bottom of that red candle there, 82. File we covered. That one had the hit today. Okay, that one had the hitter. That's what we started the video with. I like it. I like it. Okay, watch for the break above the 50 this week. You want to set a stop loss, put it at 462. Play the dot. Okay, you could even move it up there to $5 if you want to. Be less conservative. But again, this pointing straight up here. Okay, green dot means up, not down. So $5, I'd say a stop on that. You're risking 10%. If you can risk less than 15% on a trade, I think that's real good. I mean, if you can get it at less than 10, you're getting it at a discount, in my opinion, as long as it's above the 50. And right now, we're sitting exactly on that 50-day moving average. We did have a nice breakout with volume and a pullback here. So That one's got some meat on the bone there, Filecoin. That was in a long downtrend after hitting 200 back in, God, $200. If that goes back to 200, Filecoin, that's a 4,000% move. That's a 40x back to 200. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, $5 is the level there, folks. That one looks good. Okay, let's bring Filecoin up there too with Aave. Okay, I'm putting that one below Aave. Aave's ahead of it because it's bouncing off of it. That one's just sitting right on it there. Let's see here. Osmo, OSMO. Okay, obviously, yeah, scary. Looks scary to me. Okay, my stop is $1.40 for some continuation. Okay, again, I want to buy when the stochastic's closer to 0. Okay, that one could hurt some people. FLR, I believe we covered. You guys got a few seconds to get those, or a few minutes to get those requests in over there. Just joking. What do we got? FLR? Yes, sir. Okay, that one's a little overextended. There's a lot of hype in this one. We're pretty far off that 50 week, so my stop is 225 on that. Okay, nice move there, but again, want to buy closer to 0 there. Yeah, here we got a few more. FLR, that covers everything from Tim there. We got AR from Smartass and ARB. That one's not on Coinbase. Nice move here on AR. Again, stop losses. I'd probably put it right there at, I don't know. I mean, right there at 7.7. That's 50%. So probably right there at 950, I'd call it. Half of that bar. Okay, probably playing the daily on this one here. Smartass. That's pretty big move there. Okay, and that's a real big move on the weekly too. So that's breaking out. That nice breakout again. Boom, pull back, rip up. Looks good. Okay, 950 is probably the stop on this. Looks good there. And that one's got some meat on the bone too, back to 93. Okay, 800% back to 93. So I don't think there's a better time than now, Smartass on AR there. That one looks good. I'd probably add it to my watch list if it was on Coinbase, but it's not. Here's one that's on Coinbase, though. ARB, okay, looking like it wants to continue, too. So the way I play these is I just use the trailing stop loss, put it at the bottom of the weekly candle at $1.82, and continue to ride it up, okay? Once that's stochastic, I'd give it 2 or 3 weeks to get back up there to 100. Okay, that's when you could take profits. Okay, so if that breaks, whatever that is, 244, okay, obviously that could continue to run. But again, as a trader here, I'm really looking to trade stuff that's been overdone to the downside. I'm not really a continuation trader. I want to take profits in this area. If I miss more, like I'm okay with it, you know, because I made my 100 to 300% or 50%, whatever. Okay, 50 to 300, 400, 500%, whatever it's going to be. I can never time it, or I can never tell how far it's going to go. But I always tell people I'm looking to hit singles and doubles. Singles and doubles. Okay, not going for home runs. Okay, in my opinion, playing continuation trades is trying to hit home runs. I like to take my profits. I like to get on base, and I like to keep hitting singles. I'll just keep hitting singles. Okay, if I keep hitting singles, I'll keep scoring. Okay, keep scoring, keep scoring, keep scoring. Because once those bases are loaded, bang, I'm hitting a run. I'm hitting a run in every time. Boom, maybe 2 runs there, bang. Okay, then boom, hit one in the gap for a double, and it's game over, dude. Just going to keep doing it. Rinse and repeat. Okay, QNT. We haven't looked at this one in a while either. That one's on the red list. That's an interesting candle there, Smartass. Okay, 96 would be the level. I like the stochastic down here. I think it looks good. Okay, use a stop at 96. Okay, you're risking 10% with a stop at 96 on that. That looks good. We're right underneath the 50 on this. So again, if it breaks out and does what everyone said it was going to do back in the day, when everyone's buying QNT up here at $400 because everyone's just super excited about it. Right, it's going to do all these crazy things that everybody's talking about, and it's going to do this and that. It's going to be the greatest thing. It's the new paradigm. We're all in delusion. Okay, we're all just losing our minds thinking this is the next coming of Jesus. And it's not. Okay, not yet. But it's coming. It's coming. So stop on this for a plays 96 here. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, 10% risk to the downside. Again, not buying in delusion, new paradigm phase. We're buying down here. We're doing what we know. Okay, we're doing the basic stuff, the fundamental stuff here. Okay, right on the 50 here. So in a market like this, I like where this is set up here, smartass. Okay, right down here at 0. Okay, missing a green dot, but you can see that's kind of turning there. Okay, that's kind of giving us the direction of A. Okay, this could be the spot. Okay, 96 is the level. Make sure it holds 96. Okay, even 95 at this point. Okay, somewhere in that range. Okay, I like it right there at 99, actually, after that red candle from last week. Because ideally, this is the candle I'm anticipating, right? Meaning if this thing opens where it's at now, next week, okay, we'll have a green dot on the chart. You'll get that indication, I believe, inside the Discord. I'll just make sure we have that set up for you there. I don't think we do have it set on this. But this is a popular name. I don't know why it's so popular. People talk about it. I think it's one of those payment coins like XRP and XLM and one of them coins. So it probably moves with XRP and those names as well. And you can see they all have similar candles. XRP does, XLM does. This has a similar candle to XLM and XLP. I mean, identical. The charts are identical. So some of these names move in they move in similar ways, and some go higher than others. So it's an interesting one to play this week there, smartass. I'd use that stop at somewhere between 95, 96, and call it good. That's that for that. Really appreciate the information. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are the ones that keep this going. I mean, I do this for y'all. BTC we covered. Maybe test 48, but hopefully higher highs. Yep. SWeb's calling for a 48K support on BTC. Yeah, they talk about DCA and into alts. Good stuff. Yeah, BTC still looks good here, folks. Okay. So I put the stop at 43, but 48 would be right about. That's pretty light on the stop loss. I'd say 43 is the stop. And yeah, BTC is going to continue. I think these markets are going to keep moving up over the next weeks, folks. I think we're going to rip up into the halvening. And I think that's probably going to be a place where there's going to be some profit taken just because it's going to be a sell the news event. So that's all I got for today. God bless y'all. I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. And we'll see you in Wednesday's video. Again, if you guys have chart requests, go ahead and get them in over here for Wednesday's video. If you're not in the Discord, hey, you're losing out. Okay, I feel sorry for you. The link's in the description, pinned in the comments. You guys can get everything you need down there. And all the resources are available to you guys that we talked about as well here in the Discord. God bless y'all. I'll see you Wednesday. Peace.